Joining us, the hot ticket this week is another talented singer-songwriter, Mary Middlefield. Mary, welcome to Showcase. It's so lovely to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, that's a very catchy song, but I couldn't help noticing it is quite dark. Tell us about how personal Bite Me is to you.
It's very personal. I think I was going through a rough patch, I would say, whether it's in my personal life or my career. I was getting lots of no's, lots of doors in my face, and my ego was suffering a little bit, I guess. And when I was complaining about my problems, which are not first world problems, but they're my problems, I would always hear, you need to be more grateful, you need to stop aiming so high, whatever. And I felt like my feelings were not validated, and I felt ungrateful. And yeah, I felt like a brat, and I just had to kind of get it out.
And did it help when you got it out?
Yeah.
Is that what music is about for you?
Art is not only about how I feel, but how it makes others feel, which is, I would say, evolving every time, because I didn't think that 2 years ago. I would think, okay, I'm just putting my feelings down and I'm done. Yeah. Whereas now when I'm making a song is how can I make it more relatable for others, and how can I make this art? How is it going to be about the song and not about me?
Yeah. You are classically trained. Mm-hmm. You started in music from a very young age. Is your family musical? Where did your journey start?
Nobody in my family is musical.
Oh, really?
No, nobody in my family is musical except for music lovers.
Yeah.
So my dad used to play mezzo, which is a French classical TV channel, in his office, and I would come down and listen because that's the only thing I knew. And my parents made my brother and I both play instruments, and I never really thought of anything else to do in life. And I just didn't really know if it was going to be violin, singing. Now it's practically everything all at once.
So what was it back then? Where did it start for you, and at what age?
I started at 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Playing what?
Violin.
Violin. And singing as well at 5?
No, I started singing. I started in the choir. I was maybe 7 or 8.
So when did this transition happen from classical music, because you're an incredibly high achiever when it comes to being a classical musician, to your music now, which is folk pop? Would you describe it as?
I would say it's a plethora of genres.
Okay.
And I wouldn't describe it as anything anymore, because there's just a lot going on, and it all depends on the vibe and the mood I'm in. But it started in 2020, 2021, so peak COVID, everybody's inside. Mm-hmm. And I was just getting over heartbreak, so there was like a mix of boredom and depression going on in my head. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to try out something new, made a record, and here we are.
How did I get to this point? How did I get to this point? I'm sexless and I'm not loved. And that album, that first debut album, was Thank You, Alexander. Exactly. And then came poetry. Did your music evolve between the two?
Yeah. I was recently asked what I thought about my debut record, and I still think it's the same thing. It's a mix of emotions. I wouldn't say I don't like it, because I am grateful for what it has taught me and given me, but I don't listen to it.
Okay. Do most musicians listen to the...
I don't know. I think it depends on the musicians. I think some people move forward and some people stay with them and listen to them. I do love some songs on that record. And I think there's some really good and important songs on there that I still love. Songs that I would maybe write today as well, or that I would have written differently. So it's a mix of emotions, because you evolve so much throughout time.
Let's talk about Glastonbury, because last year you played at Glastonbury for the first time. What was that like? That
was wild. I don't remember anything of it, and then I do remember everything of it. It comes back in flashes.
I hide under the blanket, I grasp onto my pillow, but babe, it's so unfair, I just can't feel you there.
I think the highlight was the crowd.
Yeah.
They were so, I wasn't expecting it because we played on a Thursday afternoon, but everyone was hungry for music already. And that was really nice to see and feel. So there was great energy.
It must be unbeatable, that experience playing at Glastonbury.
Just arriving to Glastonbury already makes it. You already think in your head, oh, I made it. I'm at Glastonbury.
You're a big fan of lip syncing, I'd noticed from your social media. It's great.
Yeah. The lip sync era is here and here to stay probably. They're fun to make.
If you wouldn't mind, I'd love to put one together with you. Could we
Let's
do
make a lip
that in this
sync.
really cool studio? Mary, it's been such a pleasure having you here. Thank you so much. Best of luck with your incredible new single, Bite Me.
Thank you so
and thank you
much.
for talking to us here at Showcase.
Thank you.